Right now, the diamond world is collapsing and rebuilding at the same time, and hardly anyone understands why. Lab grown diamonds have kicked the industry's front door off its hinges, exposing secrets, breaking old rules, and reshaping everything we thought we knew. Now, in this video, I'm lifting the lid on the monopoly, the manipulation, the pricing games, and the panic, and the truth about why lab grown diamonds are taking over faster than anyone expected. If you've ever bought a diamond, wanted one, or wondered what's really going on behind the scenes, you do not want to miss this. I'm James at Blackwell Jewelers. Let me tell you something that's disrupted the diamond industry in a massive way. Now, in all my 35 years as a jeweler, I've never seen the industry panic like this, not once. And it all changed the moment lab-grown diamonds walked in. Now, for over a century, diamonds have been protected by one of the slickest, most powerful systems on the planet. A system built on mystery, pressure, scarcity, and very clever marketing. They didn't mine diamonds, they mined desire. A handful of companies controlled the whole show. How many diamonds were released, how rare they appeared, and what you should think they're worth, and even what an engagement ring should look like. If they wanted the price to go up, it went up. If they wanted the price steady, it stayed steady. And the public, they trusted the story. Now, why wouldn't they? But then something they couldn't prepare for arrived. Not a new mine, not a new marketing campaign, not a new trend, but a new technology. A diamond made in a lab, identical atom for atom, with the same fire, same sparkle, same durability, but without the inflated price tag, without the middlemen, and without the old world gatekeepers. And that's when everything cracked, because for the first time ever, the industry couldn't control the supply, they couldn't control the price, and they couldn't control the story. People started asking questions. If it's the same diamond, why am I paying 4 times more? Why did no one tell us this is possible? Why is the industry fighting so hard? And the traditional diamond world, the one that used to be untouchable, suddenly found itself on the roads, because customers aren't stupid. They are informed. They are online, and they can see value when it steps in front of them. So how did the industry keep control for so long? How did they build a diamond empire and built on storytelling and scarcity? To understand the collapse, we need to look at the monopoly that came before it. And trust me, that part of the story is even wilder. Now, let's clear something up right now. Lab-grown diamonds are not fake. They're real diamonds, down to the last atom. Here's the truth, the industry never wanted you to understand. When people hear lab-grown, they picture plastic, crystals, glass, or cheap imitation. But that's not how this works. A lab-grown diamond isn't pretending to be a diamond. It is a diamond. Same carbon, same crystal structure, same hardness. The hardness material we know, the same fire, same brilliance, and the same sparkle. Your eyes can't tell the difference. Most jewelers can't tell the difference. I can't. Only expensive machines can. So how are they made? Well, there's 2 methods. Now, method 1 is HPHT. That's high pressure, high temperature. This is basically recreating the Earth's natural process. You take carbon, squeeze it under massive pressure, heat it thousands of degrees, and let it grow into a diamond, the same way nature does, just without waiting a billion years. Method 2, CVD, chemical vapor deposition. Sounds complicated, but imagine this. You take a tiny slice of a diamond called a seed, put it in a chamber, fill it with carbon-rich gas, heat it up, and the carbon sticks to the seed like a snowflake, building a snowball. Layer by layer, it grows into a rough, full diamond. No mines, no explosives, no digging huge holes in the earth, just science, pressure, heat, and time. Exactly what nature used, only faster and cleaner. And that's why the diamond industry hates this, because once people realize a diamond is a diamond, no matter where it starts, the old pricing story collapses overnight. But if lab-grown diamonds are so good, why are they so much cheaper? How did the price crash happen? And why does it matter? Now, when a 1-carat diamond dropped to under £1,000, the industry didn't blink, it panicked. For decades, diamond prices were protected by one thing: control. Control the supply, control the story, control the price. Simple. But the moment lab-grown diamonds became mainstream, everything they built started to crack. Here's what happened. A natural 1 carat diamond around 4 grand. A lab-grown diamond around 800 to £1,000. Same sparkle, same chemistry, same brilliance, a quarter of the price. And that gap didn't shrink, it got wider, fast. By 2025, the average lab-grown diamond was 70 to 75% cheaper than its natural counterpart. Not because it's worse, but because technology improved, competition increased, and the old monopoly couldn't cage the price anymore. Customers suddenly had a choice they never had before. Do I want the diamond or do I want the markup? And most people chose the diamond. This wasn't a slow shift, it was a landslide. Jewelers started seeing fewer natural stones. Couple started upgrading in size. People who never dreamed of owning a 1.5 or 2 carat diamond now could easily. And the more the public chose lab-grown, the more pressure built on natural diamond prices. It was the industry's worst nightmare. A product that is identical without the inflated price tag. But price was only half the story. The real shockwave came when the new generations, the buyers who grew up questioning everything, and they didn't care about old rules. Now, Gen Z didn't just walk into the diamond industry. They walked in, looked around and said, yeah, we're not playing this game. Here's the thing about Gen Z. They don't care about the old rules. They grew up online. They research everything. They compare prices in a second, and no one can pull the wool over their eyes. So when they saw lab-grown diamonds, the reaction wasn't confusion. It was curiosity. Then it was interest. Then it was, so why on earth would we pay extra for the same diamond? And honestly, they've got a point. They don't want the tradition of paying 4 times more. They don't want the status that comes from a marketing slogan written 70 years ago. They want transparency, ethics and value, and something that looks incredible without draining their savings. And the data proves it. Nearly 2/3 of Gen Z prefer lab-grown diamonds. Not because they're cheap, not because they're smart. They like the fact it's ethical. They like the fact it's sustainable. They love the fact that they can get a bigger, cleaner stone for the same budget. They're not interested in gilt, the mining, the markups, the scarcity or old school sales pressure. To them, a diamond's a diamond. If 2 diamonds look the same, they've got the same sparkle, test the same and last forever, why would you pay more? This shift isn't a trend, it's a mentality. And this mentality created a massive change in what people buy. Not just the type of diamond, but the size. Because once couples saw the price difference, something incredible happened. And this is something the natural diamond world hoped you'd never find out. People aren't just choosing lab-grown diamonds, they're choosing bigger ones, a lot bigger. Now, when lab-grown diamonds hit the mainstream, something incredible happened. Couples didn't stick to the old 1 carat dream anymore. They upgraded massively. The numbers are shocking. The average lab-grown engagement ring centre stone jumped from 1 carat to about 2.5 to 3 carats in just a few years. That's nearly double the size for the same budget. Think about that. For the price of a small, natural diamond, you can have a stone that looks like it's walked straight out of a celebrity's proposal. And this is the part the industry doesn't want to talk about. Once people see what a 2 carat, 3 carat, or even a 4 carat lab-grown diamond looks like, they can't go back. And why would they? You get a bigger stone, cleaner clarity, you're going to get a higher, better colour, and we're just using modern tech to create it. And you're going to save thousands, all without sacrificing quality, sparkle or longevity. And it's not just about the size, it's about confidence. People feel good buying a diamond that isn't inflated by artificial scarcity, middlemen or controlled supply. For years, the industry told us this is the size you can afford. Now lab-grown diamonds are saying this is the size you actually want, and customers are listening. But the shift isn't just in size. The style of diamond people has also changed. Shapes that barely sold 10 years ago are now dominating the market. 100 years, the round diamond was king. If you didn't buy round, people thought you were mad. But suddenly, almost overnight, the round lost its crown. When lab-grown diamonds entered the picture, something strange happened. People stopped blindly following tradition and started choosing what they actually liked. And what they liked wasn't round anymore. Before this kicked off, more than half of all engagement rings were round. Now, rounds has dropped to around 24%. That's less than half of what they used to be. Ovals have taken over. You've got fratter stones. You've got stones that look huge for their weight. Stones that feel modern, elegant, and different. Then you've got emerald cuts, you've got gradient, pear cut, and cushion shades, and they hardly sold 10 years ago, but now are flying out of our workshop. Why? Simple. When you take away the price barrier, people want to explore. They choose based on taste, not budget. They pick what makes their hand look better, not what tradition tells them to buy. Lab-grown diamonds didn't just change how people buy, they changed what they buy. People are choosing personality over pressure, style over tradition, choice out of conformity, and the natural diamond industry absolutely hates this, because once customers get used to choosing freely, you can't push them back in old boxes. But when a market changes this fast, the old guard doesn't just accept it, they fight back, and they fight back hard. And the diamond industry has just launched one of the biggest counterattacks we've ever seen. Industry starts losing control, it doesn't stay quiet, it fights back. And the diamond world has been swinging for its life, but every punch is missing. The moment lab-grown diamonds went mainstream, the natural diamond giants went into full damage control mode. And trust me, I've been in this industry 35 years, and I've never seen panic like it. First, they tried fear marketing. Lab-grown diamonds won't hold their value. Lab-grown diamonds are just fashion. Lab-grown diamonds are ruining romance. But the public tested them, put them side by side, asked honest questions, and realized, hold on, they are the same diamond. So the fear angle started to crumble. Then came the new category tricks. Some big players pushed for grading changes. Lab-grown diamonds suddenly grouped into standard and premium categories, while naturals kept their classic 4 Cs. Why? To try and make lab-grown diamonds feel less special, less luxury, less real. But again, customers saw through it. Then came the reputation strategy. Stories about real diamonds being rare, campaigns about romance, hints that lab-grown diamonds were somehow less meaningful. But guess what? Gen Z didn't buy it. Millennials didn't buy it. Most people with internet access didn't buy it. Because when someone can get a bigger, cleaner, brighter diamond, more ethical, with zero mining for a fraction of the price, the old emotional tricks don't land the way they used to. And here's the harsh truth the natural industry hates. You can't put the genie back in the bottle. Once people know the truth, they don't forget it. Lab-grown diamonds weren't a tree. They're a better option for most people, and the market has voted with its wallets. Natural diamond companies are spending millions trying to control a story that's slipping through their fingers the moment lab-grown diamonds hit the shelves. Now, one of the questions I get asked all the time is, which one is a better investment? And here's what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you the truth that a lot of big companies try and avoid. I'm going to tell you something that you'll never hear most jewelers say out loud. Neither lab or mined diamonds are an investment. Neither of them. And here's why. For years, the diamond industry pushed this idea that natural diamonds were a store of value, something you could pass down, something that would hold its price over time. But ask anyone who's ever tried to sell a diamond back to a jeweler, and you'll get the same look I've seen for decades. Because the truth is simple, both natural and lab-grown diamonds drop in value the moment you walk out the shop. Natural diamonds do not hold their retail price. Lab-grown diamonds do not hold their retail price. Neither perform like gold, silver, or any real financial asset. And before the natural diamond world gets upset, I want to be honest, natural diamonds have never held full value. Most people lose 50 to 75% if they sell them back. Lab-grown diamonds lose the same amount, the same percentage. The only difference is you get a much bigger, brighter stone for the same money. Same percentage lost, but on a cheaper starting point for a larger, cleaner diamond. So if someone says lab-grown diamonds do not hold value, the correct response is neither do natural. Now, does that mean diamonds are pointless? Of course not. You buy a diamond for its beauty, you buy it for what it means, you buy it for the person who's wearing it, not as a financial investment. That's what gold's for, that's what silver's for. Diamonds, natural or lab, they live in a completely different category. And the sooner people understand that, the less power the industry has to twist the narrative. So if diamonds are not an investment and lab-grown diamonds are real, they're ethical, bigger, cleaner, and a better value, what happens next? What does the future look like for both sides of the industry? The truth no one in the diamond world wants to admit. Lab-grown diamonds aren't a trend, they are a future. The next decade is going to prove it. We're standing right in the middle of the biggest shift in the jewelry industry, and I've been doing this for 35 years, and I can tell you now, nothing has disrupted the diamond world like a lab-grown. Not gold, not silver, not fashion, not any designs. This is totally different. Lab-grown diamonds are cleaner, bigger, better value, backed by technology that proves every year. And as the tech gets better, the gap between the two worlds will only widen. Natural diamonds will always have their place. History, tradition, romance, and nostalgia. There'll be people that prefer them, and that's perfectly fine. There's no right or wrong, but the data is clear. Younger generations are choosing lab-grown. Couples are choosing larger stone. Styles are shifting. The old monopoly is crumbling. The power is moving from the corporation to the customer. And in 10 years, we'll look back at this time and realize where we were, right at that turning point when diamonds stop being controlled and start being chosen. So if you're thinking about buying a diamond, lab-grown or natural, don't guess. Don't get sold to. Don't get pushed into a story from the past. Book a free consultation with me or one of my team at Blackwell Jewelers, and we'll show you the difference, the options, the truth, and the best value for your budget. Lab-grown, natural, is completely up to you. We hand make everything in-house, and we'll build the perfect ring the right way with zero pressure and zero nonsense. Just click the link below and book your appointment, and let's create something incredible together. I'm James at Blackwell Jewelers.